Hey, MathKook here. This video contains one of many examples in my Algebra 2 library. The rest of those examples, along with hundreds of other videos, are only available at MathKook.com. Let's MathKook it up. Hey Kooks! This question says, Faith has taken 3 tests in her math class. She has received the following test scores, a 94, 85, and an 81. What score does she need on the 4th test to achieve an A or a 90% in the class? So Faith has taken 3 tests already. We need to figure out what she needs to get on the 4th test to achieve an A in the class. So let's define a variable. Let's say X is the score on her 4th test. Now she needs to get at least a 90%. So that tells us that the mean or average needs to be greater than or equal to 90% to achieve an A, because any score above a 90 is an A. So what is the equation for mean? So the equation for mean is the sum of all the data, in this case the sum of the 4 tests, divided by the number of data, or in this case the number of tests. So let's take a look here and set this up. So we have a 94 plus an 85 on the 2nd test, and then on the 3rd test she got an 81 plus her 4th test, which is what we are looking for, all divided by 4 tests, and this needs to be greater than or equal to 90. So this is how you set up this problem or this inequality, and we just need to solve for x now. So the first step is let's combine these 3 numbers. If we add those on our calculator, we will get 267 plus x all over 4 is greater than or equal to 90. Next, we want to get rid of the fraction, so we want to get rid of this 4. Since it's on the bottom, we are going to multiply both sides by 4. On the left side, the 4's cancel. We're left with 267 plus x is greater than or equal to 90 times 4, which is 360. All right, we are almost there. Next, we want to isolate x here, so we are going to subtract 267 to both sides, and we will continue over here. So on the left side, the 267's cancel. We're left with x is greater than or equal to 360 minus 267. If we do that on our calculator, we will get 93. So that tells us that Faith must score at least a 93 on her 4th test to achieve an A in the class. So if she gets a score below 93, she will not get an A in the class. And then any score she gets above 93 will only increase her score above the 90%, which will give her an A in the class. Hey Kook, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. For unlimited access to all of my Algebra 2 videos, visit MathKook.com. Thanks for watching.